First things first, I usually try to wake myself up around 9 a.m. every single morning to get into the same routine every day. Right after that, the first thing I do is make myself a giant cup of coffee so I don't fall asleep throughout the day. Once I have my coffee in hand, I try to read a couple chapters in my book so my brain can start waking up. And of course, I have to make my bed every single day. Once my bed is nice and tidy, I get started on some breakfast.
So I just finished my breakfast and now I'm getting ready for my first Zoom class of the day. So since today is my busy day, I have class from about 10 in the morning until 4 p.m. with an hour break for lunch. So I'm mostly just going to be in class the whole day, sitting here, watching a Zoom lecture, participating in breakout rooms, taking notes, the usual. We usually get a couple hours of readings to do. It's strange because in the Norwegian education system, you don't really have homework assignments that are worth anything for your grade. The way they grade you is they have a big midterm and then a big final at the end of the year. And that is your entire grade. It's sort of like a pass-fail system in a way. So there's a lot of pressure for that. But they do really emphasize the inclusive learning style where you have to participate in group discussions and do these homework assignments to just sort of learn the material better so that when you do the final and midterm, you have the tools necessary to pass. So it does make a lot of sense, but it still is a lot of pressure to pass. So yeah, I am going to start on my classes.
First up, we have Norwegian class. Once the first class is over, I have an hour break for lunch before I have to get back to work. A cheesy snack never hurt anybody. And there you have it, a typical weekday lunch for me. After lunch, it's back to today's second class, Refugee and Asylum Law.
So it's about 4 o'clock right now. I just finished my last class of the day. And because it's my busy day, I am going to get started on a couple chores, go to the grocery store, and then I'm having a special dinner with a friend tonight here at my house. So I'm going to bring out the big fancy dining table, light some traditional Norwegian candles, and just make something really fancy for us to enjoy. Okay, I am all suited up and ready to go to the grocery store. So I just finished my grocery shopping for today, and now before dinner we decided, because it's still light out, we're going to go to Ekeberg Park. I've been really looking forward to this place because of all of the beautiful photos I've seen online, and I'm really excited to see all the pieces of artwork there. Who knows, we might even stop at a few extra spots along the way as well.
On the way to the sculpture park, we stopped at the King's Marina and saw a lot of wildlife and boats along the way. Eventually, we made it to the real sculpture park.
Pondering intensely. Oh, this is so pretty. Well, you can see the opera house. Look at the opera house thingy. Very morbid. Very spooky. I don't know what this one's called either.
Probably like nature.
Probably. She's very relaxed. They're so in love. Look at those butts.
Is his head a goose?
No. Well, wait. Yes?
It is. Wait a second, I know what's happening here.
What do you think is happening?
So, the top goose belonged to the man on the bottom,
Okay.
and it fled with the other goose.
So he stole the other head, and now he has none.
And because it's springtime, we even ended up seeing some horses in the park.
Aren't you silly? Have food.
Yeah. Have you seen how they have cut this one?
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, isn't it?
Strange. Like a blanket.
Yeah, it's like a blanket. Remember the name?
It's called Anatomy of an Angel.
The views and sunset were gorgeous. We just had to do a little photo shoot. We're back.
Alright, so I just changed my clothes and I converted my bed into a twin size instead of the full size. And now I'm going to bring in the fancy dining table and start setting up for our dinner tonight.
Can't have a fancy dinner without wine glasses and of course some candlelight. And on the dinner menu, we have cheeseburgers. Now I know this might not be the fanciest meal that you were thinking of, but for a grad student, this is pretty fancy for a weekday dinner. And it really tastes good after a day of walking around the park. After dinner, I make sure to do the dishes and then get ready for bed. And just like that, my typical day as a grad student in Oslo comes to an end.